A great feature built into Flow is the ability to use its collected and calculated information to build up messages. These messages can then be sent to users or systems via Flow notification services. Let's see how we can do this. Let's go down to the Messages tab. Notice the different notification service types available in Flow: SMS, email, and the Flow mobile app. For this example, let's create a Flow mobile notification service. Right-click and select New. Update the name and provide a domain mask. This is a security feature to ensure that your sensitive Flow information is not sent to generic email domains like Gmail or Hotmail. Right, now let's create a new message channel called Packaging. Double-click it to open its editor, and you'll notice that at this stage everyone has access to it, but nobody has been subscribed to it. Let's add a subscriber to this channel. Now let's create a new message definition within the packaging channel. Let's call it Filler 1 Summary. The first part we need to define for a message is when we want to compile and send this message. Now, there are three types of message triggers. The first is time or schedule based. The second is event based. And finally, when a limit is exceeded or a target is achieved. For this example, let's use a time-based trigger. We're going to set it up to send us a message at the end of every production day. And remember, based on our production calendar, the end of the production day will actually be 6 o'clock in the morning. The next part of the message definition is the message contents. A message can be compiled by a number of sections and segments. A default section and segment is created by Flow, but let's create a new section called Data. Now, locate the daily Filler 1 total production measure and drag it into the data section. More than one measure or event can be added to each section. Let's create another section called Dashboard. Locate the packaging dashboard we created earlier in the Reports tab and drag it into the Dashboard section of the message definition. So now that we have defined when the message will be compiled and what the message will contain, we need to tell it how to send the compiled message. Let's drag the Flow mobile notification service into the message definition. This tells Flow what mechanism to use to send the message. Let's take a quick look at the Flow mobile app. You can search for it in the App Store by searching Flow software. When you first open the app, you'll notice a couple of onboarding screens which give you an idea of what you can do with the app. Once you have signed in, you'll notice the Juice Factory instance, which contains the packaging message channel. Let's quickly go back to Flow config and deploy our new message definition. In order to test our new message, let's right-click on the message trigger and select Trigger Now. Notice how a new message pops into the packaging channel. Select the packaging channel to open its message timeline. You'll notice the structure of the message. First, there is a section for the heading of the message. Second, there is a section that contains some data for the message. And finally, there's a section that contains a rendered image of the dashboard for the message, just as we had configured it. We can select the image to open it. We can zoom in on it, and we can even export it or save it using standard in-app functionality. Let's see this triggering happen again in real time. There we go. Another great feature of the app is the ability to collaborate with your team directly within the app. Send messages to your teammates, ask them questions, debate. This is like WhatsApp for business, with decision support information flowing in from your information platform.